Hi guys, it's me again, Kiana, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my January wrap-up. I read 5 books in the month of January, which makes me very, very happy. 3 were on my TBR, 2 weren't, but that's absolutely okay. I'm not going to go in any order, so let's just go ahead and get started with the video. So, the first book I read in the month of January is Sadie by Courtney Summers, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Sadie follows a girl named Sadie, and it also follows a guy named Wes McGraw, and it goes back and forth with Sadie's point of view and a podcast point of view. Sadie is trying to find out who killed her sister, and Wes McGraw is the one conducting the podcast, trying to put the clues together, what happened to Sadie and what happened to her sister Maddie. I absolutely love the concept of both regular point of view and the podcast point of view. It was absolutely one of my favorite aspects. I gave us a 4 to 5 stars. And I now want to read other books by Courtney Summers. This was very enjoyable. I highly recommend it. That was also my first ever thriller book I've ever read. So then the next book I read is a poetry collection, and I read The Princess Saves Herself in this one by Amanda Lovelace. This is the first book in like a trilogy poetry collection, the next one being The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one, and then I forgot what the third one is. I absolutely love this. It is broken down into 3 different parts, I believe. The Princess, the Damsel, the Queen, and You. Absolutely enjoy this. I did tab up some ones in pink, and pink is just either what I related to or what I absolutely enjoyed. I really do love poetry collections. They're very enjoyable, and one of my goals this year is to read more poetry collections. Absolutely loved it. Adored this. This was, again, 4 out of 5 stars. Then the next book I read was a graphic novel, and that is Lumberjanes Volume 16, Mind Over Metal. This is by Shannon Waters. This is, of course, a part of the Lumberjane series. The Lumberjane series, we follow 5 girls: April, Jo, Ripley, Mal, and I always forget the 5th girl's name. And they are going to this all-girls camps to learn to basically be like Girl Scouts, almost. But it's always magical stuff. We met Greek gods and goddesses, yetis, mer people, animals in the water that can talk, a lady who can transform into a bear and time travel. And in this one, Matt wants to learn how to not be scared of anything anymore. She had to go on all these adventures with these girls, literally in a span of maybe a month or 2. And every time something happens, she is terrified. And she doesn't want to be terrified anymore. She wants to be able to help the girls. So she gets Ripley, who isn't scared of anything really, to help her out. But where they go to like try not to be scared is a time warp, and they go back into the times of dinosaurs. And the other girls are now trying to figure out how to get to Mal and Ripley and how to now bring them back when they lose the thing that brought them over there in the first place. I absolutely enjoyed the Lumberjane series. It's one of my favorite graphic novels. It was one of the first graphic novels series I got into. This was, I believe, either a 4 or a 5 out of 5 stars. I can't quite remember. Then the next graphic novel I read is Goldie Mans Volume 4 by Hope Larson. This is a series follow a girl named Goldie, and she is a wannabe detective. She works as a she works at a hotel her father works at. She like parks the people's car. She's valet. She works as a valet. But her dream job is to be a detective, and she goes on these cases to help with everything. And this one is, now that her father is the like head person of this hotel, they are now having like a bunch of local very popular bands come, but when certain songs are getting played on the radio, there are blackouts happening, and she believes it's the Russians who are doing this. This takes place, I can't remember when, but I know it's not present day, and it makes me love it even more. Goldie is very headstrong, and she always jumps into things without necessarily thinking everything through. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars, and no, I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. I felt that it was enjoyable, but it kind of was repetitive with the Russians who we had dealt, I believe, in Volume 2. But towards the end, we did see someone from Volume 3, and now I feel like they are like banding up to go after Goldie. I have no idea if there's going to be a 5th volume, but it was okay. 3 out of 5 stars. And then the fifth and final book I finally caved into, and I read Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. This is the first book in the Morgan Crow series, and this is about a girl named, of course, Morgan Crow, and she was basically born on the most unluckiest day. So she is cursed to basically, before her 12th birthday, gets killed because of how unlucky she is. She gets blamed for everything. You break your hip, she's to blame. Someone dies, she's to blame. You fail a test, she's to blame. So before her birthday, basically on a day that kids get picked for school and apprenticeships, she gets picked for 4 of them, which people feel is a trick because she's supposed to die in like a month. She gets whisked away by a guy, named Jupiter, to basically go into the Wonder Society. And unable to go into the Wonder Society, she has to go through 5 different trials, aka why it's called the Trials of Morgan Crow. I absolutely adore this. I cannot wait to get the second book, which I already own. It's right over there. There we go, right there. Absolutely enjoyed this. This was 5 out of 5 stars. Cannot wait for the next book. And then I am currently reading All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. That is, of course, one of my Owl Crate books that was on my TBR. I'm currently reading it, really, really enjoying it. Cannot wait to see what happens next. But those are all the books that I read in January / currently reading. I'll be leaving here on the side to make 2 videos I'm sure you guys should go check out. I try my hardest to post 2 to 3 times a week, and I'll see you guys hopefully very soon with another video. Bye, guys!